All right, so the first thing that we are going to do is how to figure out which contacts are engaging with our videos, right? I mean, what a great question. On Dubb, you can create videos. You can create the scripts for those videos. You can share videos via email, SMS, LinkedIn, any DM that you'd like. And then you can track those videos. Tracking means who watched the videos, what percentage of the video did they watch? Did they click on my glorious, beautiful call to action, the CTA? That's the currency. That's the pipeline of sales. Did they click on the CTA? We need to know these particular things to figure out if it's working, what we're doing. Was our messaging correct? Was our video right? Are we speaking to the right target audience? Is our landing page correct? Was our video too long? Was our video too short? These are really important questions that we have to have answered. And the best way to answer those, of course, is with data. So the first way that you can track your reporting is just to go into the videos. If I look for a video that has some engagement, a lot of my videos are sort of internal. I'm going to find a video that has some engagement on it. So this particular video, Rob created this video here at our office. And the first thing that I can see is I can see my macro data. The number of email opens, the number of email clicks, the number of views, the number of watches, and the number of CTA clicks. If you look at the data right here on activity, you will notice an aggregation of all of this data right here. Now, you can sort based on the type. You can refresh it. Now, there's something very important here, though. When you share a video, if you add the name to that video in the form of an email, and you append that contact, and then you copy this URL. I'm going to copy the URL, and then I'm going to share this with Ina. Let's just pretend, actually, let's just go ahead and do it. So now I'm going to open up my Gmail here. I'm going to click the copy for email button. I'm going to email Ina. I'm going to paste this, and then I'm going to send it to her. Now, the cool thing about this is that when Ina goes and engages with that video, which we're going to have the data light up, and it's going to tell us how much of the video she watched. Did she click on the call to action? Maybe she didn't watch the video. Maybe she was distracted. Maybe she only got 5%. Maybe she got 100%. We're going to find out. And then based on that, we're going to make really good decisions and choices, like picking up the phone, like sending a follow-up email, like saying, hey, I noticed that you watched the video. I noticed that you clicked on the link. I noticed that you downloaded the PDF. I noticed that you booked a time in my calendar. Let's talk. So that data is what allows us to make more sensical, tactical, specific questions, of course, to build these relationships at scale, of course. Okay. So now I'm going to keep moving here. Okay. So that's option number one. I go to my video page and then I see my data. Now, please note, to repeat myself, if you do add the person's contact right here, you will see their first and last name. This is how the CRM is integrated into your video tracking. So now I can know, did John click the email? Did Sally watch the video? Did Susie book a time in my calendar? All of this data is going to populate at the contact level, which means their first name. That's number one. The second place to track data is if you go into an email campaign. Now, I hope you all know this, but on Dubb, you can send a mass email campaign on Dubb, similar to how you would send one on MailChimp or Constant Contact or something more expensive like HubSpot. Dubb has a full email sending platform built right in. You can send a video email or you can send a text-based email. You can send even templates if you want to do that. Full disclosure, we are more about text-based emails than template emails because we like to get replies to our emails, and people don't reply to templated emails. That's sort of like a newsletter. We want email replies because we want relationships building, and quite frankly, it's a little bit better for your domain reputation when people respond to your emails. If you're in a habit of always sending templatized emails out that don't receive responses back, it's basically telling the email servers that this is an outbound marketing promotional type email situation, not a personal one-to-one that's building conversations and two-way relationships. So we always like to do text-based emails. Nevertheless, whatever you choose, it's up to you. But what you can do is you can actually go into the data. And now the problem here is that we do have some sensitive customer data in here. So I unfortunately, I don't think I should fully show this because that's probably not appropriate. But if you do go into your campaigns here, you will notice on the right and on the bottom, you will notice your campaign data. Okay, so when we post this video, we'll probably blur this data out, but that's just going to show that type of information. So that's the email campaign. Okay, the third place that you can get it is if you go into the reporting section. So in the reporting section here, which is that link on the left, it is going to have your activity reporting here, and that is going to show you all of the data that is receiving. For example, oh my God, I'm so excited. Ina watched 100% of my video. That is so cool. I love it. She just did this 2 minutes ago. I'm grateful. What else did Ina do? Wow, she clicked the video reply. She watched 100% of my video. She clicked the email below the video. You know what? I'm calling Ina. Ina is hot. She's a hot lead. We got to call this hot lead. Ina, I saw you watch 100% of the video. Can't wait to talk to you. I mean, talk about data driving actions. That's what it's about. That's what we're so passionate about. And when she gets that call from me, she's not going to be annoyed. She's going to be impressed. She's going to say, if you are that proactive in the sales process, that's how proactive you're going to be in the service process when I decide to hire you. And that's the data that we get all the time, every single time. People do not get annoyed with this data. You know when they do get annoyed? When they get annoyed when people follow up 100 times, when it's crickets, when they're getting ghosted, because that reeks of desperation. And that smell of desperation, where there's no data, there's no signals, there's no interest, and yet the salesperson is following up and hammering the phones and sending the text messages and sending those emails without any response. It reeks of desperation. Folks, this is what allows us to focus on the cream that rises to the top. It allows us to focus on our hottest prospects, the hottest leads. You know that top 100 that we always talk about? What are my top 100 leads? Folks, these are your top 100 leads. It's the people that are focusing on your videos, on your landing pages. So if you send an email campaign, if you send a personalized video message one-to-one, and then you see this type of data occur, that's when you know that this person is engaged, hopefully. Email clicks, 100% video views, video replies. Or if it's 0% or 1%, maybe it's not a good fit, or maybe you just have to try a little bit harder and maybe focus more on the value, okay? That concludes that tutorial on reporting. I hope that helps.